Aloha GDM family and race fans, welcome back to Griffin's Old DIECAST Motorsports and the Aloha Invitational ProAm Season 2. We got your final 3 groups of round 2 ready to take on the mountain, but are they ready for the mountain taking it to them? Grab your Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burger Munchies, don't forget your beverages. Let's check in with our first group matchup and get that green flag waving. Leading off with Group 8, we have the number 8 seed Die Hard Diecast Racing, led by pro driver Cut Rocker and his Pontiac Monero, weighing 64 grams. His teammate is Burt Buzzard, driving a Pontiac Firebird SE, weighing 44.8 grams. They are facing off against the number 6 seed, 409 Diecast Racing, led by pro driver Laro in his Porsche Panorama Turbo S, weighing 61.8 grams. His teammate is Rosie, who's driving a Porsche 993 GT2, weighing 34.4 grams. Alright, here we go. We got Laro up front on the inside, Cut Rocker on the outside for Die Hard Diecast, sorry about that. And they're off. Cut Rocker had the lead there. They're door to door in the pipeline. Laro takes over first place. Wow! Buzzard, holy shit! I was about to say Burt Buzzard skidded out on the Dragon Spine, but then Laro took a hit from the fence. Bam! Let's have a look. Oh, man. Side skirted it. Looked all right. Oh, but the fence definitely jumped out and slapped that. He was perfectly perpendicular with that wall, and that fence had to come out and get him. Ouch, man. Wow. All right. I'm going to change up the lineup, and that's going to put Cut Rocker up front on the inside, taking the lead down the pipeline, followed by Burt Buzzard. I believe I got those 2 cars right there. Even opposite green and yellow, they still look so much alike. And I believe that was Cut Rocker. Oh! And then we had Rosie and Laro crossing the line for second and third. And we got our first victim of the ravine. One for the fence, one for the ravine, and that looks like Burt right there. Oh, Rosie gets him in the rear end right there. Pushes him over the edge. Says the ravine. And ouch. Not a good start for Burt Buzzard so far, taking 2 donuts. All right, Cut Rocker still up front. He's going to be chased down by Laro right behind him on the inside. Mark's leading him down the pipeline, followed closely by Laro. Oh, and Cut Rocker crashes out. No, and the ravine gets another one so soon. Oh my God, Laro crosses for a first place finish, followed by Rosie. And Cut Rocker and Burt are down in the ravine, and whoa, we got pieces of cars there. What did happen? Well, there goes Cut Rocker. He catches the edge of the inside of the wall right there, the skirting, and he's upside down, and Laro comes over, flips him back up, but he's off the track, and boom, the whole bottom blows out of that chassis. And then, Burt, what? Burt says, I'm a buzzard, I can fly. No, I can't. The ravine says as he's sucked into the vortex down with his teammate. Ouch. Well, this is what happened to Cut Rocker's car. I did manage to get it in the GDM garage real quick, and we welded it back together, and he's good to go. Well, the car's good to go. Hopefully, Cut Rocker's good to go, too, after that wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's Laro leading them down the pipeline. Oh, and Rosie just took a big hit on the pipeline. And now we got Oh, that was Burt Buzzard that flipped over right there. And yeah, there's Cut Rocker. We'll double check that when we get to the scores. Those cars freak me out with those green and yellow diagonals. Even they're opposite sides, but they're just still so hard to tell the difference. And there's poor Rosie upside down on my poor Maui and Sons truck. Let's see what happens here. Oh, gets over the merger on the divided straight. And boom, shakalaka. Gets smacked up into a lava cake on the side of the pipeline. And indeed, that was Cut Rocker making it across the line. Bert's yet to make it across the line. Rosie not doing too well for herself now either after that hit. But here we go again, and it's going to be Lara leading them into Calamity Corners. Oh, and both the diehard cars get together. Oh, crap, I know the sound of that. That was the vortex sucking another one down into the Magma Murphy bed we call the ravine. And we got, it looks like Bert right there. Oh, nobody made it in the ravine. Well, good on that. But holy cow, there was a lot of ruckus and racket right there. The two got tied up coming out of Calamity Corners. And very lucky. Oh, that didn't look so lucky. That looked quite painful right there. Just a high end on the wall, flip over pancake. We only had one car finish out of that. And we're already on the final lap. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go for the final lap for this group. Laro's leading them into Calamity Corners, followed by Cut Rocker. Cut Rocker catching up to him as he's swerving around. Oh, Laro spins and almost got passed up right there. And Rosie ends up crashing on the final straight, catching Bert behind her, and he doesn't make it across the line. Let's see what happens here. There's Laro skidding out. Oh, and she came out of the cavern turn crooked, got up on the wall, flipped over, and yeah, Bert didn't have enough momentum to push past. And holy shnikes, the mountain is feasting. And yeah, ow. That's a big point spread right there. And 409 DIECAST Racing is going to be moving on to the quarterfinals. Whew. Wow, there was a lot of carnage. Next to face the mountain is Group 9 with number 19 seed Elevation Diecast Racing, led by Dad in his 2018 Bentley Continental, weighing 63.5 grams. His teammate Isaiah is driving a Bentley Continental Super Sports, weighing 35.8 grams. They will be going down the OMR against the number 16 seed Hot Wheels Boys, led by pro driver Craig in a McLaren Senna, weighing 63.5 grams. His teammate Superman Dion is in a McLaren P1, weighing 28.8 grams. All right, it's going to be Craig leading them down in that McLaren Senna. On the inside, Dad's on the outside in that Bentley. The Bentley had the lead there for a second, but it's Craig leading them through Calamity Corners. Whoa! He had Isaiah on his bumper there for a second, but there were some big skid outs back there. Somebody just went down. Dad comes in and gives Craig a kiss on the bumper. And who are we looking for here? Oh, and Isaiah ends up behind the cavern turn. That's a difficult feat to pull off. See if we can catch what happens here. Just a little skidding around. There's where Dion skids out. He stalls out there in the temple turn. And then, oh, Isaiah got up on that wall, grinding that chassis. And smackaroo into the corner of the cavern turn. All right. Same lineup as lap 1. Craig leading them down. Dad on the outside. The Bentley takes the lead again. But Craig takes over in the pipeline. Whoa, and we got side-by-side action there with Dad and Dion. And somebody got hit bad. Dion crosses for second. Dad crosses for third. And we got Isaiah lava caked into Temple Turn. Still a fairly close battle here as we get into lap 3. Both the Hot Wheels boys drivers up front now. Dad seems to be pushing Craig down the divided straight, but once they hit the pipeline, Craig was gone. Around the cavern turn, down the final straight, and oh, I heard the crunch and crash of a car. Dad comes rolling in backwards. So that means we got Isaiah and Dion. There's Dion down in the ravine. And Isaiah, whoa, way up there on the divided straight, right at the entrance of the pipeline. We know what happened there. So let's take a look and see what happens to Dion. Just kind of runs out of road there. Dad says, I'm sorry, but I need that lower shoulder. And man, the ravine is feasting big time on these drivers tonight. Gotta watch that vortex. Watch your speed going around that Temple Turn. Or any of these corners for that matter. Lap 4. Craig still leading them down. Dad back on the outside. Isaiah on the inside. Had second place there for a second. Dad takes over second place. Then crashes out. Isaiah crashes out. Craig's around the cavern turn. Across the finish line. And ain't nobody else coming home. And we got a 3-car lockup. 2 lava cakes. And a stall out. And, whoa, Isaiah gets up underneath Dad, helps him flip over right there in the 180 of the Calamity Corners. And then Isaiah gets caught up in the bumper and flips over. And poor Dion gets caught up behind all that mess, and he just ain't got enough to push through. And that's how the story went. Triple lava cake. Hot Wheels boys back up front side by side. Dad on the inside behind Craig. See if he pushes him down the divided straight again. They were kind of bumper to bumper there, but wow, did you see how Dion came in to take over second place on the pipeline? Oh, then he skids out. Oh, and that stopped Dad. I know, I heard that sound of that Bentley metal getting bent. And Isaiah, what are you doing up there? Well, we know what happened. He got off the median there and got spun out. Oh, and look at that hit that Dion takes. Little rear quarter panel T-bone action. Got a little bit of air in that, some lift. All right, last lap for this group. Let's see if Isaiah can get across the line. His last chance to do it. Craig leading them down the pipeline. Dion takes over second place, followed by Dad. Dion's flipped over. Everybody's crashing out. Oh, Craig's still rolling. He's got it going backwards. And he got it over that finish line. And wow, that I thought we were going to have a quadruple DNF right there. And hello, we got 2 lava cakes in the Temple Turn. And what happened to Dad? Oh, the ravine be a feasting on the Dad. Got crazy coming out of the exit of Calamity Corners right there. Dion lost it, flips over. Isaiah flipped over in the background right there. Dad gets slowed up when Craig spun around right there. And looks he must have lost his brakes because he ain't stopping. That vortex is powerful. Powerful. And another triple donut score. But we also got a perfect score by Craig. Congratulations on your perfect score. No wonder why the mountain was feasting on everybody else. And that's also going to get them into the next round. Congratulations on that, too. Our final group of the day and for round 2, it's the number 11 seed Bathurst DIECAST Racing, led by pro driver Mojo and his Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02, weighing 64.9 grams. His teammate is a Harry Hubcap in a Nissan Skyline GTR R32, weighing 34.3 grams. And they will face off against the number 32 seed Oregon Outcast Racing Team 1, led by pro driver Ragin' Ricky, driving a Corvette C8R, weighing 64.7 grams, and his teammate Bashin' Brenda is in a Corvette C7 Z06, weighing 33.2 grams. Last group of round 2, and we got Mr. Mojo leading them down for Bathurst DIECAST on the inside, Ragin' Ricky on the outside in that Corvette. And those Nissans just took off already through Calamity Corners, bumper to bumper there. Harry got a little loose, and that slowed him up. Whoa! I think I just saw, I thought that was the vet that went down, but no, that was indeed that guy. Sorry. Here comes Harry. Ooh, gets high up on that wall. Flips him over like a hot lava cake. Bashin' Brenda was able to get across the line on that last lap. Here they go again. Mr. Mojo taking the lead down the pipeline, followed by Brenda. Brenda trying to get past him right there in the temple turn. Oh, gets high up on the wall, but avoids the crash out. Gets across for second. Ragin' Ricky for third. And Harry Hubcap coming in for fourth place. I don't know why I'm having such trouble remembering Harry's name. Guess I got to get over to Bathurst and watch more of their races. All right, lap 3. Mr. Mojo still up front. Bashin' Brenda on the outside. Mr. Mojo takes the lead going into Calamity Corners, followed by Brenda. Oh, Brenda crashed out. I don't know if the other cars can push through or not. Mr. Mojo's across the line. I hear somebody else coming. There's Ragin' Ricky across for second place. And there are our other two drivers, Bashin' Brenda and Harry Hubcap. And right there in that 180, Brenda lost it. And with a little help there, it looks like from Harry, Ricky was able to pass through and get around. And that's how that ended up. All right, Bathurst both on the inside again. Oregon Outcast on the outside. These beautiful Corvettes need to pull up their socks and get it done. Whoa, and Harry just spun out in Calamity Corners, but he's still rolling backwards. Mojo for first, Harry for second, Ragin' Ricky for third, and Bashin' Brenda spun out on that final straight. Mr. Mojo with first place. He's looking at that perfect score and perfect race. Can he do it, or will Oregon Outcast have something to say about that? They're all through Calamity Corners, And going down Leaky Road, Mr. Mojo first across line. Oh, shit! Oh, crap. Wow, that freaking hurt. That hurt me up here in the booth. Wow. Harry comes through, gets up on the wall, and slams right into the time tower. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Smack a rack, buddy. Wow, okay, here we go. I don't know why the cameraman's not zoomed in, but yeah, we'll dock him. Mr. Mojo taking the lead for the last lap through Calamity Corners. Oh, and I think that was Brendan that just crashed out. That's not good for Oregon Outcast. Mr. Mojo captures that first place. Perfect sweep. And there's Bash and Brenda and Harry over in the cavern turn. Or temple turn, sorry about that. And right there, Brenda gets up on that inside skirt and then slides up high and flips it over and takes a hell of a slide. Didn't get smacked by Raging Ricky, her teammate. The little help by Harry there, which ended up messing him up. Ricky was able to get by, but with that perfect score, we know the story that tells. Congratulations, Mr. Mojo. That's actually his second perfect score. He had one also in round one. And that's going to catapult them straight into the quarterfinals. Wow. Welcome back to the booth. I hope you enjoyed the racing today. The teams definitely brung the action, and maybe the mountain had a part in that as well. Okay, a big part. Mercy and forgiveness go hand in hand, and they did, as both were absent from the mountain today. After a blowout performance from Die Hard Diecast and a perfect score by Cut Rocker in round one, and despite Cut Rocker taking the first two wins, it became an uphill battle of surviving the mountain as Cut Rocker's Monero plunged into the ravine and literally blew apart. Burt Buzzard found no love whatsoever from the mountain spirits, and Die Hard Diecast found themselves deep in the lava as the 409 Diecast team of Laro and Rosie melted all hope of Die Hard making the next round. In the Group 9 matchup, Hot Wheels boys soared to new heights over Elevation Diecast as Craig raced to a perfect score, capping off the crater Elevation Diecast found themselves in. Dion, Dad, and Isaiah all suffered the wrath of the mountain, collecting only 4 finishes between the 3 of them. And our last group of the day, and for round 2, saw yet another perfect score tallied up by Mr. Mojo of Bathurst Diecast Racing as they raced to victory over Oregon Outcast Team 1. Ragin' Ricky and Bashin' Brenda fought hard to get up on Bathurst, but the mountain fought them back every mile. Today's track attack tally, the fence 3 and the ravine 3. Crater Corners, the Cavern Turn, and Calamity Corners collected their tolls on the drivers just as much. But now the time has come where we have to say aloha to Die Hard Diecast Racing, Elevation Diecast Racing, and Oregon Outcast Racing. It was exciting to watch you all compete and an honor having you being a part of the Aloha Invitational Season 2. I hope you'll all be back for future events. I know Ragin' Ricky will be back for sure as he is taking part in the Totem Wars. Congratulations to our winners today, 409 Diecast Racing, the Hot Wheels boys, and Bathurst Diecast Racing. We will see all of you in round 3. That's going to wrap up the recap. Here are your teams you'll be seeing in round 3. 409 Diecast Racing, Bathurst Diecast Racing, Chase Family Racing Team 1, Chase Family Racing Team 2, Hot Wheels Boys, Integrated Racing Sciences, Kitterman Speed Shop, Stupid Fish Racing, Arlo Racing, and Vats Vixen. Best of luck and mountain favor to you all. Now as the sun sets over the OMR, I thank you all for tuning in to Griffin's Old Diecast Motorsports. I hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. Please give that thumbs up a click, leave a comment, and share the GDM channel with others. It is all very much appreciated. Aloha until the next race. Have a good day, a good night. May the spirit of aloha fill your days and nights. Share a smile with someone, and always keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.